Problem 19 in the set of problems to review for the final exam. And this one says to subtract the two polynomials. If you will examine the first one, you'll notice that it's a 6th degree trinomial, and it is in the correct standard form, meaning the largest exponents first, and then the next largest, and then this is the constant term here. However, this one, notice, is not in the correct standard form. So why don't we rewrite the second one and get it in the right standard form? And I'll just do that as a part of copying down this problem. So here we go. 4x to the 6th plus 14x to the 4th plus 6 taken away minus. Now this is going to be plus 2x to the 6th minus 13x to the 4th minus 6. And you know, the reason why I did that is, first of all, well, to get it in standard form is one objective, but then the other objective is just it's easier sometimes when you're looking for like terms to do your combinations if it's in fact in standard form. So you know this term and this term, they match up. Now we could have a polynomial where we had like an x to the 3rd term here and nothing over here. So what would that mean? Well, it would mean, in effect, there was a 0 coefficient on an x to the 3rd term over here, if you wanted to think of it that way. So you would not be subtracting anything if there was one over here. And if you had something over here and you didn't have anything to subtract from here, then you'd have basically a minus sign on it. But anyhow, we have matching like terms here. And the only thing we need to do is we need to remove these parentheses, and removing the parentheses from the first polynomial is pretty straightforward. I'll just copy it down with no parentheses. Now, remember when we have a subtraction of a polynomial type problem, we're going to distribute the negative sign through this second polynomial. And by the way, this is called the minuend, just in subtraction terminology. This is called the subtrahend. And then this answer is going to be the difference. So those are just terms you'll see to describe subtraction. Now, as I was saying, what I need to do is I need to distribute this minus sign. So what does that mean? It just means that I'm going to rewrite this one without parentheses. And so this is now going to become minus a plus, which makes that a minus 2x to the 6th, minus a minus makes that a plus 13x to the 4th, minus a minus makes that a plus 6. So you'll notice all I did was when I removed the parentheses, I, in effect, by distributing the negative sign through those parentheses, I kind of turned this into nothing more than a combination of like terms problem, which is really the same thing we did when we had the polynomials to add. Let's just go ahead and do this, and I might come back and make another comment or two, but here we go. 4x to the 6th, take away 2 of them. So you got 4 of these, whatever they are, taking away 2 of these, whatever they are. And I mean whatever they are is that we don't know what variable x represents. So it is a variable, it's an unknown. But I have 4 here, taking away 2, that's going to leave me 2x to the 6th. I have 14 in here, taking away what? Oh, no, I got 14. Now remember now, this minus sign, this is a way that, you know, it's easy to make a mistake. This minus sign is really associated with this term. And so this term, which was a negative, has had the subtraction minus sign distributed to it in the form of a minus as a plus. So this is actually 14x to the 4th plus 13x to the 4th, which is going to be what, 27x to the 4th. And this is 6 plus 6, which is going to be 12. And so that should be the answer we're looking for. 2x to the 6th plus 27x to the 4th plus 12. And here it is right here. Right? So there's the answer. So the answer to this one is D. And you're saying, well, how do you know that's the right answer? Well, remember, if I get an answer over here that I call a difference, and it is, let's write it over here, 2x to the 6th plus 27x to the 4th plus 12. Run out of room, but almost run out of room, but that's plus 12. If I say to myself, if I will take this result and add it back to what I subtracted from this one, I will return myself back to the original one. So this is nothing more than, just basic subtraction stuff. So 6 take away 2 would be 4, for example. And what does that mean? It means that if I want to get my 6 back, I take the 4 and add it to 2 and get 6. So why don't we do that? Why don't we check this? We'll take this answer and add it to that, and we should get to what we started with. So I'm simply going to take the answer we got, 2x to the 6 plus 27x to the 4th plus 12, and I'm going to add this polynomial. I'm just leaving the parentheses off. So since we're adding, we won't have to worry about distributing a negative sign. So we're just going to add this thing back the way it sits, right? We're going to add that back. So it's going to be 2x to the 6 minus 13x4 minus 6. And so this is the check step. So let's see what we get here. So we get 2 of these and 2 of these. Yeah, it gives me 4 of them. 27 take away 13 is going to be 14 of the x to the 4th. And 12 take away 6 is a positive 6. So now this should equal this, right? It should equal what we started with. So 4x to the 6 plus 14x to the 4th plus 6, in fact, works. So, hey, we did it right. We checked it. And that was pretty straightforward, I think. Is anything else I need to add to that? I think not.